your way.
Hi, and welcome to Idol Chat. This is Penny.
And this is Jim.
And what we do every week, except last week, because we were so shocked by the vote off of Michael Johns.
I was in mourning.
You were in mourning, and clearly you still are with the black and white.
This is my mourning.
And we're here to review all the performances of American Idol.
Yes.
Let's start, Penny.
Okay,
Go.
We're going to do the good, the bad, the ugly.
Good,
that
bad,
seems
and
to
ugly.
be a good way to start it.
Yeah.
Last week, the good was that nobody actually bombed. I thought it was a boring week.
I would agree.
I thought it was boring, and I really didn't think Michael Johns deserved to go, and I didn't think that Ryan really... I know that that's all set up and everything, but, like, last year we didn't vote anybody off. But guess what? We're going to vote you off. Blah, blah, blah. It's kind of crappy.
And apparently the ratings aren't quite very good. And when Mariah was on this week, it was actually the lowest Tuesday night episode of Idol ever watched.
Well, in addition to that, it was Idol Gives Back. And I did read an article that Britney Spears was so moved.
25 grand she gave.
She donated $25,000.
Out of her crack stash, she gave money.
But, you know what? My thing is this. If you were that moved, really, there's two little kids, like, not that far from you that could use a lot of attention.
Yeah.
And they really don't need your money. Oh, that's right. They're your kids. So... this week, I really felt like David Cook was brilliant.
Brilliant.
I thought he was brilliant. On his own.
Always
this wasn't somebody else's version.
I know.
This was David Cook.
Always Be My Baby. Who could have thought that that could have been this sort of haunting rock ballad? It was very amazing.
And I know that, you know the story about his brother was there, and it was very moving, and he was in tears. Now, I was crying. And I don't cry because I have absolutely no feeling for anybody except myself.
You have no emotion. No.
I don't care about anybody but me.
No.
And my kids and my family. You sometimes.
Well, when your kids cry, you just tell them to shut the hell up. You
know
what I mean?
When David, and look at this face on this guy. He has such a face. When he started crying, I started crying, but he didn't cry. He just teared up, but I cried.
Mm-hmm.
And now our friend's over and he goes, "Woman, what's wrong with you?" Well, that's my, voice. I try to do voices. I don't do. I said, I have feeling. I'm a human being. This man's brother is there, and this was just such a moving performance.
Absolutely.
I felt bad for Jason Castro having to follow him.
I know. It was a tough act to follow.
He did pretty good, though.
He did. It was kind of a light, summery sort of arrangement, which I thought was kind of hip and cool and fresh. But he did a decent job.
He looks like Minnie Driver a little bit?
A little bit like Minnie Driver mixed with that guy in that Janet Jackson video.
Yes.
Who got that DUI from CSI?
CSI.
DUI from
CSI.
OMG.
LOL. The bad.
I'm going to have to say it. And that's going to be Brooke White.
Coming up. Brooke,
here's the thing. I enjoy the direction that she's going in. I like the singer-songwriter thing. I like that she's a musician. I like that she knows piano. I like that she knows guitar. She's self-taught. But it's this. Do you see these things? These Lisa Rinna lips? Nobody likes that, sweetheart. No.
You have a really good point.
Or when the crowd boos and they're like, boo, and she's like, no, guys, stop. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's like, Brooke, you don't have to acknowledge them. That's what they're doing. That's what they do.
Yeah, I thought she was going last week, and I was surprised Michael went.
Yeah.
Michael, I think he's better than most people realize. Okay, Christy. Now I didn't think she was that bad.
She's actually. Here's the thing. You know how I felt about her in the beginning.
Me too.
Of Idol Chat.
She's a smart girl.
She's very smart, and
clever.
The minute she did, America the Beautiful or the Star Spangled Banner or whatever it was,
USA.
She started to do this country thing, and she progressively got better. And so I'm like, all right, I got to give the girl credit. She's doing really the Martina McBride song from last week, amazing.
Now, when she was standing up there with Brooke at the end of the show, my initial... No, I didn't know. I was sure it was Brooke. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry you're leaving. Not. But when they were standing there, I thought, oh, look, it's the last two missing dwarfs, Snorky and Pouty.
Snorky and Pouty.
She's like snarky.
Yeah.
She's snarky. She's like...
Snorky.
But I still think she's very pretty. She has very good taste in clothes.
She does,
David Archuleta, I just think he's sailing along on a really good talent, but just a decent overall.
I would agree.
So there's the talent in the overall. He's decent.
But can we talk about the pleather pants?
No pleather.
Why?
And that jacket, I know everybody's got one now. It's real popular again, but it looks like members only. And guess what? It wasn't cute in the 80s.
No.
And it was like...
Very Thriller Michael Jackson.
Guys.
Very Thriller.
Just go.
Yeah.
Saisha was really good both weeks. That's all.
Vanishing? Great. I loved it.
She was good.
And that dress was hot. That gold dress that she was wearing.
She is so beautiful. And she was beautiful in everything she does. Carly looked absolutely adorable last week in her tight outfit. Now, when she was standing next to Mariah Carey, she's smaller than Mariah Carey.
Well, Mariah looked amazing.
Yes, but she knows that it's okay to have some curves.
Yes.
Carly doesn't know that yet.
Right.
Mariah went through being this little teeny tiny, skinny, little flat-chested thing, and for her to evolve into this like curvaceous is just totally different.
Absolutely.
Well, it actually was good TV though, because I was sitting there looking at those two groups, going, for $1 million, I couldn't tell you who was on and who was off. Then he switched it with David Cook, and I'm like, okay,
it makes sense.
I get it,
right?
Because there's no way David Cook, and I don't care about the pity vote. No. I don't care if he gets a pity vote. He deserved every vote he got, and I have to tell you, I actually voted for the first time, and I voted for David Cook.
We tried to vote for Jason Castro, actually. We thought he needed the vote, so we wanted to vote for him.
And I like the fact that Jason Castro seems to be becoming more confident with having people talk to him.
Absolutely.
He was so shy and little in the beginning, and like,
I'm sure people were going to dig his whole...
what was I saying?
Mariah was lip-syncing? How about that? How about that, people?
I didn't notice that because I'm not that into... I couldn't tell if somebody was lip-syncing.
First of all, the vocal backing track was so obvious. It was clear that she... Could you
I'm lip-syncing.
It's Mariah Carey. Why is she lip-syncing? You need to leave the lip-syncing up to Ashley Simpson. She does it better.
Yeah. Saisha's quote on the American Idol website.
Which was?
Everybody has a personal quote.
Oh, right.
Her personal quote is the same as mine.
Which is?
You must be the change that you wish to see in the world.
That is your quote.
By Mahatma Gandhi. It's on all my emails. Saisha.
We like that.
Gandhi. Great guy. Diaper.
Great quote.
Ben Kingsley. Everything. We have some emails.
Let's read them.
Okay, you start. These two are sort of the same, so why don't we condense them? But
okay. Well, this one is from Sherwin Maher in Santa Cruz, California, and he says, "Hey, Jim and Penny, I love watching you guys. Here's my question for Jim. Have I ever considered Dancing with the Stars, auditioning for that show?" I would, I think.
I asked you that.
Do you think I should?
Heck yeah.
So producers of Dancing with the Stars, if you're needing someone who is gay and willing, give me a call.
That was your ad that you put on MySpace.
You're such a whore. Exactly.
Okay. Hey, Jim and Penny. As a previous contestant, this is for Jim, do you think that the 6 winners in the past should have been the ones who won? Was there anyone else from those seasons that you felt got the shaft? This is from Douglas Mason in Oklahoma City.
All right, Douglas. Thank you so much for writing. You're adorable, and thank you for that very sweet comment at the end, your little P.S. The music industry is in a sort of shambles, as everybody kind of knows. So it's kind of interesting to see that some of the careers of these winners have been kind of fizzing out. For example, Catherine McPhee got dropped from her label, RCA. Ruben Studdard got dropped from J Records. Taylor Hicks, who won, got dropped from Arista, I believe it was.
Did Carrie Underwood win?
She did, yes.
She did, but she's doing pretty good.
Amazing.
Yes.
And what's funny is that it doesn't take a winner to move on. I think it takes hard work. It takes perseverance.
I think you'll see something else out of Michael Jackson.
Oh, absolutely, Miley.
Now, who's going to go next week?
I'm going to have to say, it's got to be the, beat to the rook. And I don't, I want to stress, I enjoy the singer-songwriter thing. I'm a fan of John Mayer. I like that vibe. I just don't think, compared to everybody else, she is strong enough. That's my thing.
Yes. I think Carly should stay till the bitter end. Saisha's just skating along.
Yeah.
Jason is pretty good, but to be honest with you,
it's going to be the Davids in the final.
Yes, and I'm not bashing David Archuleta. This kid has an amazing voice.
Absolutely.
But he does not have the overall thing, and I really don't think he should win.
I would probably agree, but he will probably get picked up and have a record deal.
Yes.
So he will be successful.
He's got 100 million teenage streaming fans, which is what makes things...
Right.
So, when you were a teenager.
That's right, because it was so long ago.
We're going to go until next week.
Okay.
Let's go. We got some martini recipes. This is a Gatorade martini.
Gatorade and vodka, because we're white trash, apparently.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with white trash.
So thanks so much. Write us an email, just in case. It's chitchatidol@comcast.net. Ask us questions. We'll answer them all. Thank you so much for joining us. Tune in next week.
Thank
Bye, guys.
If you like what I'm playing, say I like that. I want that. If you like what I'm giving, say